everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do a Blaze books haul that my mom had given me. So she used to get subscription boxes, and that's where I get most of my Harlequins from. However, she got several of these boxes before she read them, and 2-3 weeks ago maybe, she said, "Here, I don't want them." And she goes, "I read one and I didn't like them." And before I even knew what was in the bag, I said, "They're Blaze, right?" She said, "Yeah." So my mom likes her romances, but she doesn't like the spicy ones. So you'll never ever see her reading 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, that would be too funny. Sorry, hair. So I'm gonna do these in order of publication. I don't know much about them. There are some missing, so guaranteed they're still somewhere on her bookshelves that she hasn't really gone through. Because she's like me, she's got bookshelves with, like, these are 3 deep. There's 3 sets of Harlequins deep on that shelf. So there's like about 100 on there. So I'll tell you the numbers of the books and we'll go from there and what series they're from. But so this one is Kimberly Ray's Drop Dead Gorgeous, and it's the Love at First Bite series, and it is from April 08, and it's number 390. I might just read the first little bit. Sorry, the hair there. Dylan Cash used to be the biggest geek in Skull Creek, Texas, until a vampire encounter changed him into a lean, mean sex machine. Now every woman in town wants a piece of the hunky cowboy. So there's number 1. Or the next one is The Loner by Rhonda Nelson. It is part of the Men Out of Uniform series, and it's from June 08, and it's number 400. He's every woman's fantasy, she's every bodyguard's nightmare. Lucas Huck Finn is thrilled to join Elite Ranger Security until he learns his new assignment is to babysit heiress Saphira Stravos, a doggy-toting debutante who's driving everyone crazy. Still, he can't help but feel there's more to Saphira than meets the eye, and what's meeting the eye is damn hard to resist. I'm just reading like the first little blurb. All or Nothing by Debbie Rollins. This doesn't seem to have a series, so it, from September 08, and these are 2008. Number 417. New York City is a long way from Miss Teen Dairy of Borden County. It's impossible to miss Dana McGuire with her long blonde hair and legs up to there. Everyone thought she would be a superstar, including, until recently, Dana herself. But working as a personal trainer at a posh Manhattan hotel has its own rewards. Wow. Not least of which is some of the hot clientele she gets to work up a sweat with. Next is Risque Business by Tawny Weber. Again, this is doesn't look like a series. It is September 08, and it's number 418. This is a challenge neither can refuse. When Professor Literary Reviewer Delaney Connor wins a makeover, she's suddenly getting lots of attention. Too bad it's from bad boy and very sexy author Nick Angel, whose latest book Delaney shredded. Her main complaint? All of Nick's sex scenes lack emotion. Where's the passion, the feelings? But when she and Nick find themselves between the sheets, Delaney ends up feeling far more than she ever expected. The next is Live and Yearn by Kelly St. John. It's the Sixth Sense. Let's see here. And this is from September 08. It's number 421. And Old Flames Burn the Hottest. Charles Roussel knows he can hardly expect Nanette Vicnair to greet him with open arms. After all, not only did he abandon her 12 years ago, but now he's the reason her home is in jeopardy. Still, he desperately wants to fix things for them. Overnight Sensation by Karen Foley. Doesn't look like a series. So from September 08, 422. Like I said, these were in order, but there are some missing. They need to practice the sex scenes. Oh, this should be interesting. Sorry, gotta move my leg. Actress Ivy James is finally getting her big break. She's been cast as the lead in a steamy blockbuster movie, a sizzling flick based on war hero Garrett Stokes' military and sexual experiences behind enemy lines. In the role, Ivy will be required to shoot a lot of on-screen sex scenes with her co-star, one of Hollywood's top hunks. Unfortunately for Ivy, the only guy who can get her motor running is the technical consultant Garrett himself. Next is Jolie's Mismatch. It's from the Wrong Bed series. October 08 for number 424. Oops, it's the wrong sister. Waking up in a hotel room next to a nearly naked Gwen Christopher is a shocker for Paul Bennett. One too many the night before? After all, he's rich, successful, and looks more like one of his movie star clients than their PR rep. Paul can have any woman he wants, any woman, except Gwen's smoking hot sister. Taking plain Jane Gwen out as a favor was supposed to be his ticket in. Yeah. Next is Amorous Liaisons by Sarah Maybury from Lust in Translation, October 08, number 425. Friends with benefits. Max Laurent has always wanted Mandy Green, but he let her go once before rather than stand between her and her dreams. Now she's on his Paris doorstep, needing a place to stay. She's just as hot and he wants her just as much. How can he resist seducing her? Piece of fuzz. Good to the Last Bite by Crystal Green. Doesn't look like a series. It's October 08, number 426. He won't stop until he has her. Edward Marburn is a vampire for the second time. That's odd. He's also desperate to be human again and has vowed vengeance on his creator, Giselle. Now he's on the hunt for her, and Edward always traps his quarry. Some of these are really funky. Her Secret Treasure by Cindy Myers, no series, October 08, 427. He won't be able to resist. TV reporter Sandra Newman likes things her way, and having sexy Professor Adam Caraway between the sheets is no exception. Sure, she may have walked away from their hot fling once, but if she's spending her summer filming his shipwreck excavation, she intends to have him again and again. The next one is Unleashed by Laurie Borrell. No series, November 08, number 430. Unrepentant. Purse designer Jessie Bean has some mad habits when it comes to men, so she's going to boost her sexual karma by indulging in an extra naughty one-night stand. The next part is like he's a detective, so it might be a little suspenseful. I'm not sure. Yeah. She has an ex, so we will see. The next one is Kimberly Ray, A Body to Die For, Love at First Bite. Was this? There's a couple that I have in the same series. Body to Die For, it's from November 08, 431. She's going out with a bang. Vampire Viviana Darland is on a quest to recapture the best... I really don't want to say this. Best of her almost eternal life. Before her impulsive past, nearly the two revenge-driven vampires she created catches up with her. Surely she's due at least one last earthly pleasure, and with Garrett Sawyer, pleasure is always a sure thing. I'm not going to be saying certain things because I don't mark these as child-friendly, but I really don't want to say certain words out loud. And if you notice, I have a trigger finger. It gets stuck. So it kind of hurts right now. The next one is Tori Carrington's Reckless and its Indecent Proposals, November 08, 433. It's all fun and games until you sleep with your boyfriend's best friend. Heidi Jablowski has her life perfectly on track. Education? Check. Career? Check. Marriage? Soon to be checked. Has she missed anything? Yes, actually. Kyle Trapper. Tall, blue-eyed, blonde hottie. Check, check, check. The problem? She's just about to marry Kyle's best friend, Jessie, but that doesn't stop her and Kyle from indulging in some incredibly perfect sex. So, this sounds a little bit like cheating. This one is Stephanie Bond's In a Bind, Sex for Beginners. November 08, 434. This sexual fantasy will keep her tied up for a while. An unfulfilled desire, a life on the verge of change, and an old letter that ignites a delicious chain of events. Zoe Smythe, an engaged international flight attendant, is suddenly very curious. The letter she wrote to herself 10 years ago reminds her that her deepest sexual fantasy is bondage, and she's never experienced it. So, if you're into BDSM, I have another copy of this, and I think it was given to me in a box from my sister-in-law a couple years ago before she passed away. So I'll be it's already put in a box for donations. This is in better condition. So this is Jennifer Lebrecht, You'll Be Mine, by and it's Forbidden Fantasies. December 08, number 436. He's one big no-no, but all she wants to do is scream, yes, yes, yes. This is going to be a Christmas to remember for journalist Giselle Randolph, especially when she meets her new photographer, because she'll be working in very close quarters with the man she's lusted after for years, sexy Sam McKendrick, her former brother-in-law. Next one is Come Toy With Me by Kara Summers, doesn't look like a series, December 08, 437. Fluff. What a Night Before Christmas. Rugged Dino Angelis, Navy captain and special ops agent, has the family's sight, but even that couldn't have prepared him for his hungry reaction to Cat McGuire, toy store owner, smuggling ring suspect, and his new charge. Only Dino can't believe the sexy woman under his protection is a crook, not when she can plant a kiss hot enough to melt all his good intentions. Of course, kisses are, mean that they're not bad people. Stephanie Bond, No Peeking, and it's Sex for Beginners, December 08, 440. Take one workaholic woman, mix with letter to self, detailing fantasies about wild, unbridled sex, add one dangerously seductive man, and indulge in the delicious, sensual results. When Violet Summerlin receives her old letter, she's intrigued, but too busy to worry about it. It's taking all she's got to battle her lust for her sexy client, Dominic Burns. The next one is Every Breath You Take by Hope Tarr. No series, January of 09, 441. And this is when they changed the covers. His job is to watch over her every delicious inch. Biotech hotshot Alexandra Kendall is in way over her head. It's bad enough that a business trip to Belize has put her in danger, but now she finds out that the man hired to protect her is none other than former FBI Special Agent Cole Whitaker, the same man who'd loved her. Oh God, how he'd loved her, and then left her 5 years ago. Just a couple more. Next one is Lone Star Surrender by Lisa Renee Jones. No series, January 09, 442. He would break every rule she made. Undercover agent Constantine Vega sacrificed 3 years of his life building up the case of a sinister drug lord. But only days before the trial, after threats against his life, Constantine is on the run with tantalizing federal prosecutor Nicole Ward, a desperate journey promising both sin and sensation. So these ones are like a little bit on the romantic suspense side. Isabel Sharp, No Holding Back, 24 Hours Lost is the series, and it's January 09, number 444. Breaking news. My sizzling night with millionaire Jack Brattle. Reporter Hannah O'Reilly will do anything for a story, including gatecrashing Jack's estate on a stormy New Year's Eve. But she soon discovers he's more than champagne and caviar, and being stranded, she's got the chance to savor all his other delights, like his warm hands and hot body. So this is a locked in a cavern trope. The next one is A Few Good Men by Tori Carrington. It says it's uniformly hot, but then there's encounters for. I'm not sure. See, there's the series, and then there's this. So I'm not sure because I've never really read the Blaze line. I know Sarah over at Bookish Knitter would know way more about these than I would. I've just read them. I don't know the history behind them or whatever. Eric Armstrong, Eddie Cash, Matt Guerrero, Brian Justice, just a few of the good men in the U.S. Marine Corps. And it says, it goes over each man, so I'm not going to go through it, but um, it kind of has, okay. It sounds like it's four different small stories like in each one. Like not different stories, but four, um, yeah, see, there's Eric's. So each kind of encounter is with a different man. Yeah, it is too. And Eddie, and they all have like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and then as soon as the next boy is introduced, it's chapter 1, chapter. So there's four small stories. So that would be what the four encounters is. Figured it out myself. This one is Jade Lee's The Concubine. Blaze Historicals. I didn't know they did historicals. And it's February 09, number 449. Requirements for being a royal consort. Number 1, exemplify purity. Number 2, passing all demanding tests. Number 3, gracefully withstand petty backstabbing. And number 4, be chaste, very chaste. Check to all. Chen Ji Yu is on her way to Empress superstardom in 19th century China. She only has to vanquish 300 rivals to bring her family great honor. Oh, and she may not find the deliciously sexy Sun Bo Tao, the emperor's best friend, at all delicious or sexy. So it's historical, it's Chinese, and it's a Blaze novel. Nice. This one is She Thinks Her Ex is Sexy by Joanne Rock. It's from 24 Hours Lost. February 09, number 450. Help, she's stranded with a very bad boy. Shannon Lee didn't look back when her rock star lover split, even though they had the most heart-stopping sex imaginable. Romero Jinx just wasn't the one for her. But then she and her ex are thrown together for a friend's wedding in sensual Mexico. Shannon forces herself to resist Romero's megawatt sex appeal until they leave. Second last one is Able Bodied by Karen Foley, Uniformly Hot. A little bit of dust on this one. February 09, number 451. Subject Ransom Bennett, Delta Force Operator. Current status injured but still hot-blooded. Mission regain crack military reflexes, prove he's ready for active duty. Obstacle Hannah Hartwell. Fascinating, tantalizing his new neighbor. All Ransom wants is to get healthy enough to return to the field, but sexy Hannah is testing his composure. The woman is under his skin, but she's also fleeing a shady past. Damn. Hasn't he learned not to play with fire? And the last one that I got is Nancy Warren's Under the Influence. It's Forbidden Fantasies, and it's February 09, number 452. Note to self, enjoy a little sex on the beach. Sexy bartender Johnny Santini mixes one wicked martini, or so efficiency expert Natalie Fanshawe discovers when she takes a seat at his beachfront bar one lonely night. It's Valentine's Day, and they're the only single people in the heart-strewn place. Almost sounds like a cocktail, the movie Cocktail kind of deal. That is it. I think there was 25 books there. So those are the Blaze novels that I got from my mom. I might just keep them. I don't know. I usually get rid of them because to me, like, they take up a lot of space, and I'm usually only going to read them once. So we'll see. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. Let me know which ones interest you. And yeah. If you've read any of them, let me know how they are, and I will talk to you later. Bye.